Sora Tanjasiri, outstanding faculty and today's faculty marshal. Richard Pollard, university librarian. Harry Norman, Associate Vice President, International Programs and Dean, University Extended Education. Joseph Arnold, Dean, College of the Arts. Susan Cooper, Dean, College of the Irvine Campus. Robert Cook, Acting Dean, College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Raman Unnakrishnan, Dean, College of Engineering and Computer Science. Anil Puri, Dean, Mahalo College of Business and Economics. William Briggs, Dean, College of Communications. Sherry McMahon, Dean, College of Health and Human Development. Angela Della Volpe, Dean, College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Claire Cavallaro, Dean, College of Education. Leah Jarnigan, Associate Vice President, Student Affairs and Dean of Students. Dwayne Mason, Jr., President, Associated Students Incorporated. Julie Espy, President, Alumni Association. Jose Luis Cruz, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Berenicia Johnson-Eanes, Vice President for Student Affairs. Jack Bedell, 2012-13 Academic Senate Chair. Elizabeth Guerrero Macias, California Supreme Court Judge and Keynote Speaker. Mildred Garcia, President.
Welcome to the class of 2013 commencement ceremony at California State University, Fullerton. I am Sora Tanjasiri, Professor of Health Science, and today I'm serving as the University Marshal. Please stand as the Cal State Fullerton ROTC Honor Guard proceeds with the presentation of colors. Miss Ashley Johnson will then lead us in the singing of the national anthem, accompanied by the Cal State Fullerton Wind Orchestra, led by Mitch Fennell.
Stripes
Please be seated. The 2013 commencement ceremony of California State University has begun. There are many special guests in the audience today, and we extend our heartiest welcome to each and every one of you. On behalf of the university community and the class of 2013, thank you for joining us to celebrate these students and their accomplishments. Each student will receive a certificate of recognition for participation at their college graduation ceremony, at which time their individual names will be called. The certificate is signed by the dean of their respective college and the president of the university. At this time, I would like to invite to the podium the president of California State University Fullerton, Dr. Mildred Garcia.
Thank you, Dr. Tanjasiri. It is an honor to recognize you as the Outstanding Professor of the Year and to your role as a faculty marshal. Congratulations on receiving this well-deserved award. Dr. Tanjasiri's colleagues recognize her outstanding achievements and dedication to her students and research. Her students consistently rate her among the best teachers in her college, and her supervisors greatly value her commitment to student success through her mentorship and guidance. Since joining the faculty in 2003, Dr. Tanjasiri has focused on the community health needs of diverse populations, particularly Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders, and has garnered more than $15 million in grants to fund research focused on reducing cancer health disparities in underrepresented communities. Her research has been widely published in peer-reviewed journals, and she has presented at conferences nationwide. Dr. Tanjasiri is a professor of health science, the internship coordinator of the Master of Public Health program, and director of the university's Health Promotion Research Institute. Please join me in thanking and congratulating Dr. Sora Park Tanjasiri. And now, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome you to the university's most important annual event and my favorite time of the year, graduation. Class of 2013, you made it. Congratulations, it's time to celebrate. Today is special for me too, because it's my first year as your president at Cal State University Fullerton as your president. And you know you always remember your first. A very good mentor shared with me that a president's remark at graduation should be short. I will do my best to be brief because you are in for a real treat with your commencement speaker, Judge Elizabeth Macias. Graduates, we are so very proud of you. We know that you have worked real hard to get here. You worked hard even when it wasn't easy to work at all. You had 100 other things to do. You were sick or tired of it all, or had job or family responsibilities. To do outstanding work when you have so many other things occupying your time takes time, energy, and commitment. And in addition, you are here celebrating your hard work. We know you had the support of many people in your family and friends. Please thank them all that have helped you to be here today. I would also like to take a moment to recognize the family of Maribel Ramos. Maribel will be receiving her baccalaureate posthumous degree today. We thank them for joining us. Family of Maribel Ramos, muchísimas gracias. You also had the good fortune of learning from the best faculty and staff in the nation. I deeply appreciate the inspired and dedicated work. Commencement is a testament to their commitment to your success. Without their contribution, your educational potential might not have been realized. Let's thank our faculty and staff for all they did to help you where you are today. And I'm going to ask you just to remember 3 things as the new Cal State Fullerton alums. Number 1, continue learning. This degree will open doors for you, but the world is changing so rapidly, and there is so much to learn. Continue learning and reach your highest heights. Number 2, give back. We know that within your chosen careers, you will do wonderful work. Please reach back and help others. Tell them the value of getting an education. If we just took our hand and just brought one person, everybody one, bring them along to reach the heights of a degree the way you have, what a wonderful world we would be preparing citizens for our nation. And number 3, remember your alma mater, Cal State Fullerton. Today, you become alums, our ambassadors to the world. Come back to help us become the premier comprehensive university in the nation. Come back and tell us the great things you are doing, all of your accomplishments, and be proud. Finally, continue to do your very, very best. Make us proud. Do what you love with passion and make a difference in the world. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Berenicia Johnson-Ames, your Vice President for Student Affairs, to the podium.
Congratulations. Please enjoy this moment. You have earned it. Seize the day. Remember, we are here for you always. One thing about the Titan family that we are all learning on a daily basis is that it's a strong family. Please remember all the experiences you had here because they are tools in your toolkit for life. Every interaction on the athletic field, in the classroom, in the laboratory, with your new friends, learning how to live with others here on this campus has equipped you to go the distance. Please know that we are here for you now, today, and always. Go Titans.
At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Julie Espy, President of the California State University Fullerton Alumni Association and an alumnus of the class of 1992 College of Communications. Ms. Espy.
Good morning. On behalf of the Cal State Fullerton University Alumni Association, I offer a warm Titan greeting this morning to our 2013 graduates. My name is Julie Espy, and I was part of the class of 1992, and it's my privilege to serve as the president of the Cal State Fullerton Alumni Association. And like you, I once sat at my graduation ceremony without any clue what the Alumni Association did. So what is it that we do? Well, we promote you. The association staff and board of directors serve more than 215 degree-holding alumni. We promote the achievements of our students, faculty, and alumni. We offer quality programming and services to help you socially and professionally network beyond graduation. We offer continued learning opportunities, and we keep you informed and connected. Some of you know who we are because 1 in 4 of you signed up to join our membership program at GradFest. That's an amazing demonstration of Titan pride, and we thank you. We're excited to have you join the ranks of alumni, and we will continue to be here for you. Actually, the Alumni Association has been here with you since you started your Cal State Fullerton experience through participation in student life programs such as orientation, welcome week, and all-night study. We uphold traditions like homecoming, provide money for student scholarships, and partner with schools to assist you in your development. Now, graduation is not the end of your relationship with Cal State Fullerton, and I know you may feel you need a break. You may be sick of books, studying, and finals. And yes, you've worked really hard to be sitting here today. Celebrate and enjoy your success. This is a big deal, and you are a big deal. Some of you are starting careers, changing careers, taking steps in relationships, or getting some precious time back to be with your family. But don't stay away too long. As they say, pay it forward. Continue to contribute to this great campus and ensure that it is great for the next graduating class and the next and the next. Cal State Fullerton has been here for you and will be here for you as recent graduates and 50 years from now. And finally, as a former college instructor, I have one last assignment for you. Show your Titan pride. Be our ambassadors, spokespersons, and advocates. Make a donation, volunteer in a program or activity, serve as a mentor, attend a sporting event, support the arts. It all counts. Make no mistake, your investment into Cal State Fullerton is invaluable and ensures that we can continue to advance as a great academic institution. Cal State Fullerton has shaped who you are today. Amazing faculty have guided your professional paths and challenged your ways of thinking. You've made lifelong friends, and you learn to push yourself to become a better you. We are proud of you, and we congratulate you on this special day. And remember, once a Titan, always a Titan.
Thank you, Ms. Espy. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Jack Bedell, Professor of Sociology and Chair of the Academic Senate, who will bring greetings on behalf of the faculty.
Good morning. I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to come down with the faculty members and the students to be together, because working with the administration, we hope we have enhanced student learning, okay? Before you came in, we gave tassels to several of the young children, because they would see you as a role model, and we hope that if they see it, they can be it. And you have a very important role now, because once you move your tassel to the left side, you are part of America's elite. 28% of the American population has a bachelor's degree. They're having their moment, okay? Now, I'm wearing this thing that's called a hood. In page 5 in your program, there's a little brief description. What they don't tell you is that in medieval times, the hood was used to keep people warm. They covered their head when it was cold, and the lowest status faculty used the hood to keep wood warm. Then they would put it in the furnace, okay? So that's what your faculty want. They want you to dig deeper, dig deeper. So what does this mean? Well, several years ago, a presidential candidate by the name of Adlai Stevenson said, "Stick to stars. Stars are contagious. Have good mentors. They are successful. What they do, you can learn from." The other side of that is you must be good mentors to others, because we're all connected in this. So look at your GE program. Now, I know you didn't want to hear about GE at commencement. Get over it. Your faculty have spent thousands of hours creating courses so that you would have a broad perspective, so that you just don't major and over-major, but you can now look at a piece of art as silent poetry. Think about it. Your GE program emphasizes that you should be good listeners. Have you ever been with somebody who says to you, "You never listen to me"? And you say, Well, if you said something important, I would listen. No. Listening shows respect. In your GE program, they talk about respect for others. We're all in this together, okay? Plutarch, 2,000 years ago, said something like, listen, because even if somebody is speaking badly, you will profit from it. Think about it. So, a couple pieces of advice before I close. If you have a friend who's dragging you down, offload them. You are better than that. If you want to be successful, open the catalog, look to the section on lifelong learning. Dr. Garcia, in her wonderful remarks, talks about the need for lifelong learning. If you're a lifelong learner, you will never be dispensable because you'll be flexible, adaptable, and creative. And if somebody doesn't honor your creativity, dump them. All right? So now I want to close with a little story and then some Mark Twain. I want you to picture it, okay? Picture it. A man is in court for stealing a can of peaches. And the judge, maybe our guest speaker today, a judge says to him, how many slices of peaches were in that can? And he says, Your Honor, 6. And the judge says, Sir, I'm going to sentence you to jail 1 month for each slice. Right? And the judge says, you know what that means? He says, yes, 6 slices, 6 months in jail. And at that very moment, his wife jumps up and says, he also stole a very large can of peas. Well, the very fact that you got that means the critical thinking aspect of your GE program worked. Remember, Freud said, in retrospect, some of the most difficult times will be remembered as the most beautiful. So I hope when you look back on your experiences at Cal State Fullerton, the difficult ones are some of the ones where you had the most learning. So, closing with Mark Twain. Mark Twain said, love as if you've never been hurt. Work as if you don't need the money. Dance as if nobody's watching. And act like heaven is on earth. Thank you for choosing Cal State Fullerton.
Thank you, Dr. Vidal. I would like to now introduce Mr. Dwayne Mason, Jr., Cal State Fullerton Associated Students. Mr. Mason.
Hello. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Life After College. You can call me Life for short. Welcome to me. You may have heard a lot of things about me from the people who sat in these seats time and time again before you, but please allow me to confirm some of the truths that you've heard about myself. Number one, life after college is scary. Fact. I can be pretty scary before you spend some time with me, but once you accept me and realize that I'm going to happen regardless of what you say or do, I become a lot easier to get along with. Sure, I may throw some struggles your way, but I'll also throw some benefits. Take it from me. Perseverance and a positive outlook will take you very far in life. Number two, life is beautiful. Fact. Number three, life goes on. Fact. Life does go on, but that's only because you go on. I, life, exist in all of my beauty and all of my faults because of the people that create me, life. When we fall, we choose to pick ourselves up or lie down. When we make mistakes, we either grow from them or forget about them. Life does go on, but life is not something that happens to you. It is only when you happen, when you allow yourself to go on in all your glory, that you truly thrive. Life happens because of you and in spite of you. It is up to you to make life happen for you. Number four, life is still beautiful. Fact. These past years may feel like your entire life. You've grown up, you've loved, you've laughed, you've cried, you've lost, and judging by today's festivities, you've won. As you move farther and farther away from this institution, you also move closer and closer to realizing your own dreams and aspirations. With this move, it becomes apparent that the past 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus years have been but a chapter in a much larger and deeper story. It's the story of your life, and it's beautiful because you allow it to be. Number 5, life will bite you in the... Excuse me. I will. You see, I'm hungry. Life is starving, and I've got an appetite for the stragglers. So don't get comfortable. Now, that doesn't mean be miserable. Don't mistake comfort for happiness, and don't mistake happiness for satisfaction. Disagree if you will, but I believe happiness occurs when you find peace and joy in what you are doing and who you are becoming. Satisfaction occurs when you are pleased with what you've done and who you are. Keep moving forward because life keeps moving. Be beautiful and positive because life is beautiful. And stay so hungry for much, much more because life is oh so starving. Number 6, last one. Life is beautiful and it will continue to be beautiful. Still a fact. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dwayne Mason Jr. I'm your ASI president and CEO. And, oh, hey, what up? And though I am not part of the class of 2013, I wish to congratulate each of you. Those of you who came here directly out of high school, those who transferred from a different institution or even a different country. Topanga, she's graduating. I don't know if she's here, but what up? Those who started lives and careers as adults and decided to return to receive an education, and everyone in between. On behalf of the Associated Students and all of the students here at California State University Fullerton, I wish to extend congratulations to each of you on reaching this landmark. It is my belief that we, as human beings, each hold the capacity to have a positive impact on one another and the world around us. What separates us is choice. So go ahead, Titans. Graduate and make the choice. Choose to move forward. Choose to be beautiful. And choose to stay hungry. Cheers to the class of 2013. Get out there and tear it up. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to invite President Garcia back to the lectern to introduce our keynote commencement speaker. President Garcia.
Thank you. It is now my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce the Honorable Elizabeth Guerrero Macias, a 1995 Cal State Fullerton graduate with a bachelor's degree in psychology and Chicano studies and a minor in Spanish. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge her special guests and our special guests, the family and friends of Honorable Macias. Thank you for joining us today. Judge Macias is a first-generation Mexican-American and the first in her family to obtain a high school diploma. She was appointed judge of the Superior Court of California, County of Orange, in December 2012. Prior to serving as a judge, she was a deputy federal public defender and spent 11 years as a member of the Federal Public Defender's Office Trial Unit. Her parents instilled in her the importance of a strong work ethic and a love for her culture, and Judge Macias began working with migrant education as an undergraduate, participating in programs such as BEST, Basic Education Skills for Tomorrow. She graduated from the California Western School of Law in 1999. She is a member of the Orange County Hispanic Bar Association, serves on the board of the Latina Lawyers Bar Association, and since 2009, she has been teaching trial litigation skills to attorneys and judges from Spanish-speaking countries through California Western School of Law, Acceso Capacitación. Judge Macias is married to Cesar Covarrubias, and they have 3 beautiful children. I asked her what she does for fun. She says, well, I have 3 children. But she does say she watches her children play soccer, she watches the Food Channel, and then practices those recipes on her family, and they say it's pretty good. So she does do some things for fun. We could not be more thrilled that she has taken the time from her extremely busy schedule to join us today. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a real treat. Now let's give a warm, Titan welcome to Judge Elizabeth Guerrero Macias.
Seated in this graduating class is a first in the family to be born a United States citizen. A first in the family to graduate from high school. A first in the family to graduate from college. Seated in this graduating class is a student relieved that this day has finally arrived, because juggling work and family and school at times made this day seem a virtual impossibility. A student disappointed because the transcript, it doesn't capture the entire story, the true potential. Seated in this graduating class is a student afraid of what is to come. Will 4 more years of a postgraduate education make you or break you? In 1996, I sat where you sit today. I was the first in the family to be born a United States citizen, first in the family to graduate from high school and college, filled with relief and disappointment and self-doubt. I am here today to tell you that Cal State Fullerton has prepared us, has prepared you to go out into this world and succeed. And so I thank you for inviting me to speak today. Madam President, Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, parents, guests, and graduates. I am honored to speak before the Mahalo College of Business and Economics departments, the College of Communications, the College of Education, the College of Engineering and Computer Science, the College of Humanities and Social Science departments. As I prepared for today, I watched the commencement speech of Amy Poehler. I'm not that funny. Oprah Winfrey. I am not that worldly. President Barack Obama. Need I say more? I knew that I wanted to inspire you, that I wanted you to dare to dream and to dream big, that I wanted you to be relentless in your pursuit of your dream, knowing that there will always be setbacks, which I know that you can overcome. And to tell you that when you reach your dream, enjoy it. Don't question it. Don't worry. Don't feel guilty about it. Be humble so that others can be happy for you. And share it because you didn't do it alone. And so I realized that I have something that those other commencement speakers didn't have. I have my story. The story of a gardener's daughter who grew up to be a judge. Thank you. And while it may be difficult to summarize 41 years of my life into 10 minutes, I will attempt to do so because I recognize that the beginning of my story is no different than that of many of you, and that along the way, I have learned lessons and continue to learn valuable life lessons. My parents were factory workers. I spent Saturdays going to the swap meet reselling tools and knickknacks. The first sale would guarantee that I'd get a hot dog for lunch. My mother stopped working despite our financial woes to keep an eye on my sister and I. And my father, after sustaining a back injury at work, was forced out of the factory. He became a gardener, my mother a gardener's assistant. I remember Saturdays were spent walking up to the front doorstep of people's homes, me on one side of the street and my dad on the other, dropping off business cards. Sometimes I could hear the sound of children playing or watching cartoons. I learned early in life that it is important to work hard. On the bus ride to school, I was confined to a small space with no escape from the belligerence of the neighborhood bullies. It was never about my secondhand clothes, my home haircut, or anything else that showed that we were poor, because we were all poor. I learned that while things were bad, they could always be worse. English was my second language. My fourth grade teacher, she would keep me during the lunch hour and after school. And she'd have me write words on the board and practice my reading and writing. She cared enough to make a difference in my life. I learned that there are people who care. Be one of them. In fifth grade, I would watch the smart kids leave the classroom. And I asked. I wanted to know where they were going. I was told that they were in the advanced reading class. I began to read constantly. I learned that to be exceptional, you have to dedicate time and energy. It doesn't come natural. In high school, I was on the college track, though I'd never been on a college campus. My advanced English placement teacher told the class that she would be focusing on a selected few because she thought they could pass the AP test. And my school counselor, when I asked him to write my letter of recommendation for college, wrote, and I quote, she's nice and pretty too. I learned that there will always be people that will try to define you. Don't let them. And I want to share with you, when I was in elementary and I tried to pass the gifted and talented education test, I didn't pass. And the school district tried to remove me from those classes. And my mother, armed with her 6th grade education in limited English, she wouldn't let them. I learned that you have to fight for what you've earned. Now, all along my education, my father continued to put a roof over our head and food on the table, working as a gardener. And sometimes he would drop us off at school in his beat-up work truck that would make loud sounds when he would change gears. It was embarrassing. But I learned that there is nothing to be ashamed of for an honest days of hard work. My first day of instruction at Cal State Fullerton, my father walked me onto the Cal State Fullerton campus holding my hand. He had been a gardener for some of the homes around this campus. He thought this campus was beautiful, and he dreamed that his daughter would one day belong to the student body. I came here with a plan. I was going to major in psychology. I was going to eventually, and I did, and I was going to eventually have my private practice. Ultimately, I ended up taking Chicano studies classes because you have to know where you come from to know where you're going. And Spanish, because I spoke the language. How hard could it be? Turns out pretty hard. Along the way, I ate my first bagel with cream cheese, experienced the camaraderie of the student commons while cramming for exams, was the subject of multiple psychology experiments, and fell in love with oral advocacy through my public speaking course. I learned that while it is important to have a plan, you must leave room for possible change. My summers were spent working for Project Best with students of migrant parents. It was fulfilling work. I got to experience through them their first bagel, their first root beer float, and their first taste of college campus. It is there that I found my voice and my calling. I wanted to be an attorney. And I learned that when you give, you receive. Law school was not easy. I was a newlywed. Shortly after starting school, we were expecting our first child. And work was just as difficult. I had formidable opponents and federal court. I learned that you must follow your passion because it will ultimately lead to your happiness and success. Now, I have to tell you that all along the way, I have found myself at times thinking, if I had worked in high school as hard as I worked in college, I would have been a straight-A student in high school. If I had worked in college as hard as I worked in law school, I would have been a straight-A student in college. If I had worked as hard in law school as I worked to pass the California bar, I would have been a straight-A student in law school. But I've learned, don't question yourself. As long as you know that at that moment you are giving your 110%, there are no regrets. And so, I have come full circle. My father is now retired, but I will always be a gardener's daughter. Titan class of 2013. Don't lose sight of who you are. Be proud, and others will learn to appreciate your unique story. Dare to dream and dream big, because Cal State Fullerton has prepared you to succeed. Thank you.
Judge Guerrero Macias, thank you so much for sharing that inspiring story. We are proud to call her a Titan and a role model alumni of Cal State Fullerton. Please join me in thanking her again. It is now my pleasure to invite the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Jose Luis Cruz, to the podium. Dr. Cruz.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia. Today is the commencement of your tomorrow. The strength of your character, your sense of purpose, and your commitment to society makes all of us here today, family, friends, faculty, staff, and administrators, proud to have been a part of your journey to success and confident that you will shape a better world. You now join over 215,000 Cal State Fullerton alumni, and you are now vested with all the rights and responsibilities of a full-fledged Titan. And as President Garcia stated in her remarks earlier this morning, this means that you should strive to be a lifelong learner, serve as an ambassador of education, and remember your alma mater. Let's give a strong round of applause for our class of 2013 and the wonderful future that awaits them. It is now time to recognize and perform the hooting of the graduates in the Cal State Fullerton Doctorate in Education program. Claire Caballero, Dean, College of Education, and I will be performing the hooting ceremony today. Congratulations to all our graduates in the Cal State Fullerton Doctorate Education program, and we will commence now.
Wow.
John Albert. Chan Tan. Gina Armendariz. Christina Stanley. Fausto Barragan. Erlinda Soltera Ruiz. Sarah Boer. Sarah Bauer. Parisa Sultani. Jay Singh Cho. Diane Smith. Elizabeth Correa. Manuel San Miguel. Arnett Edwards. Katie Realista. Paula Ferry Milligan. Eric Peters. Alejandro Gonzalez. Catalina Olvera. Jeremy Heener. Viola Mitchell. Danielle Kenfield. Veronica Martinez.
Diana Medina Canart.
Annette Letcher. Eddie Lee.
Let's give another round of applause to our doctoral graduates. It is now time to recognize those graduates that have earned their bachelor's degrees with honors. Outstanding scholastic achievements at the baccalaureate level are recognized upon completion of degree requirements by the awarding of honors, the eligibility of which is explained in your program. In recognition of their scholastic excellence, all honor students are given a medallion with the seal of California State University imprinted on it, and the level of honors achieved is engraved on the reverse side. Although their names are annotated in the commencement program, I would like to recognize each group of honor students. Please hold your applause until the end. Students graduating summa cum laude, wearing their medallions with blue ribbons, please stand and remain standing. Students graduating magna cum laude, wearing their medallions with orange ribbons, please stand and remain standing. Students graduating cum laude, wearing their medallions with white ribbons, please stand. Congratulations to all our honor students. Please be seated. So now is the time for which you have all been eagerly awaiting. Will all doctorate graduates and candidates please stand? Will all master's graduates and candidates please stand? Will all baccalaureate graduates and candidates please stand? President Garcia, on behalf of the faculty of California State University Fullerton, I am pleased and honored to present to you the graduates and candidates of the class of 2013 for the conferring of their degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Cruz. Doctorate graduates and candidates, master's graduate and candidates, baccalaureate graduates and candidates. It is with great privilege and honor before valued family and friends, and upon the recommendation of the administration and teaching faculty of California State University, Fullerton, and by the authority vested in me as president of the university by the California State University Board of Trustees, to confer upon all of you completing requirements the degrees for which your name is listed in our commencement program, together with the rights, privileges, opportunities, and responsibilities to our society attached thereto. Your diplomas will stand as testimony to your possession of these degrees. As a symbol of conferral of your degree, baccalaureate candidates, you may now move the tassel from the right side of your caps to the left. Congratulations, felicidades.
The 2013 University Commencement Ceremony is now completed. We ask that the audience remain seated as the platform party exits the stage. When the platform party has exited, please go to the location of your college commencement event. Graduates, and congratulations to the graduates of 2013 and their families and friends attending today. We hope you enjoy your day on campus. The 2013 University Commencement of California State University Fullerton is now concluded. Congratulations to all for reaching this significant milestone in your life.